My second tab has a bit of a longer title. Maleficent's no longer the angry evil woman in the background causing chaos without reason. I decided to use this background because it kind of showed who Maleficent is portrayed to be before this kind of story. The thorns, the darkness, the sharp imagery. So the original, you can see this very haggard old woman putting a curse on this innocent child and a very worried king and queen. They can do nothing to stop her. You can even see here in the back there are people very shocked and talking about the situation going on. The original Maleficent, as literature has shown, was a woman who unjustly punished a king by harming his daughter. By denying Maleficent a golden layout of silverware for dinner, she was offended and decided to curse the girl. This is the traditional depiction, a woman who acted irrationally and becomes the villain for being treated less than those around her. She's wronged, and she feels like she has to get them back for that. This is something that the story doesn't focus on, though. It puts her in a negative connotation throughout the entire thing. In this video that I've attached, you can see the curse that she places on the child in the modern version to show her form of revenge towards the king. Modern Maleficent, as I said, this has got something to do with the video that I attached. The new telling of this story does something that's not yet been done. We see Maleficent's story that leads her to this moment of the curse. Traditionally, we just follow the narrative of the villain being unjustly evil and against the innocent. So what's her real story? In the video below, you can see how Maleficent's life really started. She was just a girl growing up in her mystical land. She was loved by everyone around her and had a beautiful sense of community and family. This video also gives a glimpse into what would become her enemy later, Stefan, later King Stefan. Soon after this love between the two had started, she found herself in a battle with the humans, specifically the king and his army, where she brutally defeated them, especially the king. For this, he was out for revenge and tasked his people to kill the fairy girl, even though she was still in her teenage years. In order to take power from her, Stefan took her wings from her in a date rape situation. It's a way to gain power of his own because the king sent him to do this. This was her biggest asset and gave her a sense of agency in her story, but he ripped this from her in a brutal scene that I've attached here. To get her revenge, she curses the child, and this is something that we get a backstory for now, rather than just showing her cursing the child. We understand her motives behind this curse. It wasn't so much aimed at harming the girl as it was at harming Stefan. By doing this, Disney has started flipping the narrative for villains in our most beloved fairy tales. I've also attached these two quizzes as an activity for you to try to understand a little more about Maleficent and get a deeper sense for her.